I've given you 8 cards because you're soloing.
Yeah.
I love that the system is adaptable for that. And just in case you don't remember, if you ever enter combat, you start with 3 cards pooled.
Mm-hmm. No, I did not remember that, so it's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? Oh, just give you an idea what it's like here at the moment. It's 12:30 in the morning and it's still 29 degrees Celsius.
So fucking hot. You're gonna have those big fire
Yeah.
things again, aren't you?
Yeah.
Those were
Hopefully not.
rather nightmarish. I was a bit concerned, but I knew you were smart enough not to do the I've been living here forever and I'm gonna die here while the fire.
Yeah. That's 84 degrees Fahrenheit for those in the Fahrenheit thing. But yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I know that we have a lot of people in the U.S., but they're gonna have to fucking get on the metric eventually. After you get done going through your cards, let me know, and I'm ready to start you as soon as you're ready.
I've got 2 Three Lambs cards, which discard and draw other cards.
You know how to draw them and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I've also got a Rags to Riches, which I don't think, well, just means I'll discard it. And so I've got no Nada cards. So that's Dreamlands. Where was the other one? There's the other Dreamlands. There's the Rags to Riches.
Oh, personally, I'd love it if it'd be a bit more of a pain in the ass for the players, but if I had all kinds of cards that only worked in certain areas and shit like that, yeah, it'd be a bit more. It's like, oh, I got a squeaky only card. Wow, we're not doing squeaky now, so I have this card. I have no problem with having such a comprehensive deck that it can be multi. I would like it if I was able to shorten the descriptions because then I could add other things to the cards. Like if I ever wanted a fumble deck, which I kind of went crazy with the last fumble deck, so I have not recreated it.
I was gonna say, and yeah, I really can't recall the stuff on the bottoms of the cards. What they do.
Oh, you mean the
NVNH?
Yeah.
VH.
Normal combat, heroic combat, and then villains and heroes. Because those poor GMs that are still having everybody roll for initiative, that takes up a lot of time and doesn't really do shit. They don't get it.
Yeah.
So, are you done with your cards?
Yep.
Cool. Wait, did you get a new card for the Rags to Riches?
Hang on a second. I've got to discard another card. Happy Holidays, because it's only valid from December 10 to January 10. So that says discard and draw another one.
Lovely. Oh yeah, I remember several years ago when you were the only motherfucker gaming with me over the holidays.
Yeah, yes. We're doing the yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we're doing the post-apocalyptic one, the pseudo post-apocalyptic one on the. I can't even remember the scenario.
It was that long ass three book Call of Cthulhu mod, wasn't it?
Yeah. The one that was set on the West Coast.
Yeah, it was a good idea until it's like the world is going to shit, and they believe that air traffic is still going to be going on. I mean, shit, we have a fucking volcano go off in one part of the world and everything shuts down for days. It's like, no more air traffic, and there's no way you're going to get on a train because as soon as there's any emergency, everybody wants to be somewhere else very badly.
Oh, yeah.
Even during the holidays, I don't like to travel when somebody's holidays. Like I'm going to be trying to avoid May Day when I go to Ukraine because since it used to be part of the Great Russian Empire, they still celebrate that shit and everything goes crazy for May Day. Oh, yeah. in the Slavic parts of the world, May Day is still a big thing. It's
Okay.
when I remember Russia loves having a big military parade. You know, the kind that Trump wants for himself, not for the servicemen, for himself.
No. Exactly. Exactly.
He deserves it.
Yes. I was amused by that thing of him coming back and saying, "Hey, they have a military parade. I want one."
Yeah, Trump's an idiot. But we have a lot of idiots in the USA, and so they made sure that the chief idiot can be elected. Good for them.
Hang on a sec. I'd set an alarm for 12:50. Let me turn it off so the phone doesn't go off. Just to remind myself when to jump on. Excuse me.
You ready to rock?
Okay. Yep. All good.
Okay. You are hanging out in the, for lack of a better term, the PC house.
Yes.
You wake up there and you go out and you're having breakfast and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Jim, the butler, who seems to like you more than everybody else who keeps calling him fucking Jeeves, he brings you.
Others do it as well, do they?
Yes, they do. It's not just Matt, which is kind of fucking sad. People from the other gaming group are calling him Jeeves as well. He's not happy about it.
I can understand that.
Yeah. Especially since he's Indonesian, he's not even English.
Yes, that's right.
Anyway, he brings you a big, scary-looking book that has printouts and stuff sticking out of it, and he says,
"The one that we got from the safe."
You believe so? And he says, "Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Jim.
I found this when I was cleaning Mr. Fulton's room, laying on top of a pile of dirty clothes. I was wondering if it looks rather valuable, and we do not have a safe here. Would you like me to put it under his pillow, or would you like to arrange for something more secure?"
Yes, it might be worth arranging something more secure.
Very good, sir. He puts it on the
budget.
counter near you. Yes, sir. Oh, and Pete, give me a spot hidden roll, because if there's one thing Mr. McKay is, it's fucking eagle-eyed.
Yeah, I used to be. Not so much anymore.
I see.
A little, still, yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Apparently, you are still eagle-eyed. Somebody has left a green thumb drive. Actually, no, sorry. It's like a dirty white thumb drive in the computer that you do not recognize. It's not anything that came from where you stole the book from. It looks like a different thumb drive has been left in there.
Yeah, because the one from where we stole the book from, we gave back to the what's her name?
Mm-hmm.
The woman whose name escapes me.
Thumb drives everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
First of all, with the book, does it look like someone's been doing translating of it better than the Google Translate printouts that we originally had?
Not at all. It looks like it's pretty much been ignored. In fact, there's a dirty handkerchief that looks like it's fallen inside of it. It looks like your guess would be people went, hey, 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 meh. And that's that. They were fascinated briefly with it and then said, meh, this is not doing anything right now. And give me an evidence analysis roll. Is yes?
Sorry, I said yes. I will give you evidence.
Good. I'm looking at my notes rather than your dice results, so I'm relying on you to tell me things.
Excuse me. No, I do not.
The word "Matt" appears in your brain for consideration.
Because I know Alex could read Latin. I cannot anymore. So I think he was having a look a bit. He was having a bit of a look, starting to have a look at it, but whether or not anybody else can actually read Latin,
not a clue. It's Why the fuck Alex reads Latin is a fucking mystery to you. Usually, he can't. I was going to say, usually you can't manage anything more complicated than a label from a bottle of whiskey.
Mm-hmm. That is for sure. All right. So mysterious computer, mysterious thumb drive.
The computer is the house computer. You've seen it laying around a lot. Usually it's just either left or tossed wherever the PCs last were looking at it. But the thumb drive is a new thing that looks like your guess, based on the way the PCs act, is that they probably got a thumb drive from somewhere, stuck it in, looked at the shit, then forgot about it entirely and wandered off to pursue something shiny. That's your guess.
Yep. So with the computer,
Oh God, here comes Jim.
Does it still have teeth marks?
Yeah. Actually, no, they've broken that one. So you have a new one. That's
a new one. Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
It
That's what I was
looks
trying to work out.
good.
The old one had the screen repaired, but the
Yeah,
case still had the tooth marks in it, or if it had been completely replaced.
probably just completely replaced because it's not an expensive laptop, and fixing the screen would probably cost about as much as this laptop. This isn't.
Okay.
This is a very inexpensive laptop. I mean, they're not expecting actors to really, be able to read.
Yeah.
Somebody clears their throat behind you.
Yes, Jim.
Will there be anything else, sir?
Not at the moment, thank you. No.
He sets a cup of tea down convenient to you and goes about his duties.
Okay. I shall check out the does the mysterious thumb drive, looking at it, does it have anything printed on it or any logos or anything, or is it just a generic
Real generic, but slightly dirty. Like physical dirt. Actual dirt.
Actual dirt. Okay.
Yeah, not a lot, just a bit. But you're fucking Sherlock Holmes, so you probably can analyze the dirt or something if you really wanted to, but it looks pretty mundane dirt.
All right. I shall check out what's on the thumb drive, assuming that they wouldn't leave it here if it was something nasty.
It shows the entire city blackout as you do it.
Yes.
Fucking deep.
Of course, I forgot who I'm dealing with here.
You're lucky you didn't find it in the bottom of a bottle of alcohol or something like that, and then have to dry it out. It appears to contain
marks in it from Alex writing it.
Yeah. You're going to have to train the other people not to bite things as their first
reaction.
Right.
It's evil bite.
But it appears to contain a movie, like a recorded video file.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. One video file.
Okay. How long does it go for? Yes. Is it named anything in particular?
It's just got like a series of letters and numbers. Like it's the kind of, it feels like the generic name that computers give shit if you don't.
Yeah, so the default name that it was given when it was created or something like that.
Yeah, somebody didn't even care enough to rename it.
How old is it? As in, what's the timestamp on it?
It looks like it's about, I think, either 2 or 3 weeks old, something like that.
So fairly recent.
Yeah, take a card for asking intelligent questions. The other players are like, movie, popcorn, alcohol.
I was going to say, surely some got some sort of computer skill from memory.
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I would like a computer use roll, just not to trash this laptop and then call on Jim to bring you a new one with less bite marks.
Yep. Let me just...
Fumbling may result in you biting the computer in rage.
All right, that's the card I picked up. Let me quickly go through, and this card... Well, since Dr. Fulton is not here, I'll discard the card in his name.
Yes, he was a hell of a good doctor in the old day.
Mm-hmm. I shall play one of my skill +5 cards. And skill check. Computer use, you say.
Mhm.
There it is. So it's going to be that.
This will be your overall to do other
Yep.
stuff with it to
Yeah. Yep.
make it.
Yep. Yes, I
Cool.
make it.
You're able with this computer use roll to not play it in a fucking little window. You can project it up onto the big screen, flat screen that's bolted with a Lexan plate over it. You know, one of those clear plates over it. Although, fortunately, it is cleaned regularly by Jim. And you do remember a lot of Alex screaming "demon" and throwing like whiskey bottles at it and stuff. So it's been protected from that. But fortunately, you're able to project the image up there. And here's a summary of what you see. You know those skate parks they have in all over the world with that have like the big dips and stuff like that, so people can roller skate around and try to do stuff. It's one of those, fairly elaborate. Looks like it's in the inner city. Do you have any kind of lore about San Angeles?
No.
Try it at your learn. You can get a check in that and in learn both at the same time if you wish.
Just double checking I hadn't written one in last time. No. All right. I shall play a skill +5.
Also, have you been here in this city for over a month yet, do you think?
You were quite vague as to how long the filming went for, so I've got no idea.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yes, you are now climatized to this area, this time period of this city. Congratulations.
Okay.
Forgot about the filming.
Try San Angeles lore. Yes, I do.
Woo! Take a check and learn and San Angeles lore. You believe that you know which area this was made in. It's in the downtown part. This part is held by something called like the Devils or something like that. It's a rather and their gang sign, rather nasty street gang. They were like, I think, one of the biggest in California, which is pretty big. Give me a gang lore roll to know more on them.
So last time I was watching the news, it was pretty much a war zone down there with hundreds dead.
Yep, and I will give you more information on that as that is exact. Apparently, this drive is showing uncut, undoctored footage that you had seen cut and doctored parts on TV.
Okay. Does it include the men in black suits that had turned up that were showing in the background, or
I will give you all that in a second, but I was wanting your gang lore roll to know more about
my apologies. Yes. I do not have gang lore, so I'll just do straight. No.
Okay. Well, here's what you see on the thing. First, it's a skate park. It's at night, and there's a bunch of rather obvious gang members hanging out. Generally, they're brown. There's a few white guys, a few black guys, but most of them are various brown things, right? Do you have anything that helps you identify ethnicity of people?
Anthropology, as in?
Yeah, that'd be good.
No, I've got it at base.
Yay. Hooray for high learning.
Yes. Oh, we were all like that. Not a fumble or anything, but
brown people. Anyway, so then what happens is there's a big fucking gate that goes and forms, and you see one black guy. You don't get a look at his face because you're limited to like single camera perspective, and the camera is not close, but it looks like it is high def type thing.
Is the camera moving about or is it static?
Fixed.
Okay.
One black guy dressed in rather normal average clothes comes out of the gate and runs off. And the gang guys are not really. They're more paying attention to the gate than because some weird shit going on, and they're like standing up and go, "What's up?" And then later you see a different black guy literally thrown out of the gate. And all the people there are like, "What's up?" and flashing gang signs, taking out guns and stuff. That black guy who got thrown out, after he rolls a bit and he gets up and he shakes himself and he looks around and a little bit of shock and like, "What the fuck?" And then he looks around and he sprints off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then several pale people in ninja-like outfits, not with the head thing, we're just talking tight-fitting black clothes and stuff, glide inhumanly smoothly out of the gate. And this is too much for the people there, so they start busting a cap. By the way, I can hear myself for your speakers for
hang on a second.
reason I don't know why.
Yeah, that's because going through the speaker, so there's a bit of feedback. How about now?
Blah blah blah. I still hear myself.
That's weird. I'm trying to see if I'm transmitting.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't like to wear headphones, do you? I suggest these. These are fucking awesome. You don't
no, it's not. I don't like to wear headphones. It's just more comfortable without them, especially in the heat.
Yeah, well, like these, I don't even notice when I'm wearing them, so I have to be careful when I stand up because otherwise,
Yeah. How's that? Are you hearing yourself now?
Testing. Not at all. Good. Thank you. So anyway, they begin to bust the cap and stuff, and at that point, one of the very pale people goes and fire appears in their hand. And it's really weird to watch because all the gang guys go and just completely neutral expressions, and then then fighting resumes and stuff.
Okay.
And then while this is going on, you see this very Chinese guy dressed really elaborately. He glides out of the gate and he goes and he passes like a ghost or a projection through and into a building. Okay. Let's see if I've got a nice picture here for you.
So we're talking low pan looking?
Go ahead and just take a refill. That's pretty much exactly what he fucking looks like. In fact, it is low pan.
Okay. That's when you described it, I thought, great, low pan beer.
Yeah. You seem to have nailed it. I have a lovely picture of low pan for you.
Somebody's just joined us in the room.
What? Chris
just jumped into Roll20.
Hold on a second. Chris C is typing. Holy shit. And let me find my. You want a partner?
Yeah, if he wants to join in, he's welcome to.
Nice. Hold on a second. I'm fucking up my thing here. Plus. Copy. Chris. Let's see. He has detected that somebody took his book. Hey, Chris. Boom. Somebody has taken my book. I will now suddenly appear. Yes, here he comes. Right. Say something, Chris.
No, I don't want to.
Perfect. Excellent. Yes, you detected that there was a disturbance in the force in your character's room, and then you fucking appeared. So go ahead and take 6 cards whenever you choose.
Okay.
You may end up running on some no-brainers, Chris, because I got a selection of shit for Pete, and I did not know you would be here. So there may be some no-brainers and some not no-brainers depending on what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think you'd give a shit. You're just happy to be here because, you're awesome like that. Yeah. Well done, you. Yes. Pete's drinking tea. Look surprised, Chris. Oh, where is that picture? Oh, I know it's under. Pete is just reviewing. I like that Chris is here because more fuckery can be afoot now. But give me just a second to find that beautiful, beautiful picture. Oh, there it is. Is it there? Oh, God damn it.
You're trying to find the picture you wanted.
Yeah. Well, you know what low pan looks like, so.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. All right. So let me continue on while Chris goes through his cards and shit. So anyway, Chris, when you walk out, possibly in your underwear, wondering where you see Joshua McKay, and next to him is sitting big old evil looking book, and he's watching the feed on the computer thing that is showing the camera that was going on. Yeah. So anyway, more pale people come out. Their weapons range from submachine guns to swords. Okay. And they're and yes, some of them, just like your housemates with the computer, are attempting to bite. In this case, other people. And there's a big fucking battle. And give me spot hidden rolls because I know the way McKay works, and he is doing the slow, methodical pause, back up, look, etc.
Stop popping under.
I got my spot.
Excellent. Ooh, says Doc Fulton, and scratches himself.
No.
Apparently, Doc Fulton noticed something, and a couple of the pale people seem to have fled the field of battle into the city.
Okay.
This is new, says Doc Fulton, and possibly farts. Anyway, after about 5 to 10 minutes of fighting, agent-looking people begin showing up and pretty much indiscriminately begin fighting both sides. Cops show up attempting to hold civilians back. Reporters are trying to do I'm reporting on, and shit like that's going on. The agents continue to swarm. Give me an evidence analysis roll there, Pete.
One moment. No, I'm rolling crap tonight.
Cool. Chris can try it if you want.
Quarter. Or not quite quarter.
At first, 2 agents showed up, and then every 5 to 10 minutes, that number doubled. Pretty soon, it's like 40 agents show up, then 80 agents show up, etc. Also, you get to find out that, holy shit, some of those gangbangers were really well armed. When you see like one of them feeding rounds into a fucking heavy machine gun, the other one goes, dang, 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 dang. That's pretty good. One dude even had an RPG, right? And all kinds of shit was going on. But eventually, just the sheer weight of all the agents who kept driving up in their cars and would get out 2 to 4 per car, and just fucking, eventually they started to get slowed down by all their parked cars around the area and stuff. And then running in, and after 80 agents, then 160 agents, etc. And there was a lot of scenes like a gangbanger going, "I surrender," and the agent, and stuff like that. Also, all the agents have looks like heavy pistols, and that's it. Also, and Doc Fulton gets to show this to you, shooting at agents appears to be really fucking hard if they're watching for it, because they dodge everything coming in. Hand to hand seems to work normally, but ranged attacks against agents, not great. Also, the pale pink people crumbled to literal dust, but not their gear or clothes or something when killed. And the let's see, eventually the agents win, i.e., pacify the shit out of everything. The cops, when they showed up, they pretty much did some of them were demanding talking to the agents. The agents flipped IDs and stuff. And so the cops ended up doing a lot of security, trying to keep people back and not looking happy about it. But anyway, after the agents win, then two of them bring in an ordinary looking guy who goes boot, and the gate goes closed, gone, right? Like it's nothing. And why in the fuck am I wearing this? Anyway, and then the surviving agents depart, leaving local law enforcement to clean up the extensive mess. And yeah, so there's a lot of some of the horrific agent scenes have definitely made it into the mainstream media, but they didn't have a lot of like, oh, and the gangbanger shot this guy up who went and turned into dust in his clothing, slapped the gangbanger in the face type. Oh God, the horrible noise. That's Pete's perimeter alarm. That means that kangaroos armed with shotguns have entered his property.
Damn it. I hate when that happens.
It's a work SMS. I don't need to worry about them, so I'm going to turn the SMSs off.
Good man. So that's the kind of shit that's on the thumb drive that is in your computer.
So where did you guys get this thumb drive from?
There was a shop nearby that just happened to have a perfect video feed of what had happened, and we acquired it with a little bit of money.
Oh, lovely.
Chris, could you move your mic a little bit away from your mouth?
Is this better?
Huzzah. Cool. By the way, just in case Joshua McKay didn't know, Doc Fulton has some fucking freaky eyes. He apparently had some sort of cosmetic surgery at some time. You know, most people have like irises and retinas and whites and shit. He doesn't have any of that shit. His shit's just purple, like to be exact, indigo. Just pretty much flat color, one color. That's it. You're not sure if that's really a healthy surgery, but he is supposedly a doctor, so maybe, you know. But his eyes have become like quite a talking point, and that show Handy that you guys are both involved in, and pretty much that's your regular job that you're stuck at least a few hours a day or every other day or whenever they feel like filming it. Yeah, they've decided to incorporate that into his character, so. They're claiming it's part of their special effects and shit.
These things happen.
Yeah. Although it does freak out the fans a bit. Because when you were filming, apparently when you filmed the thing that you made before you actually got here, his eyes were a regular, unremarkable brown. So everybody figures he got some sort of surgery or something.
Damn Hollywood people and their things.
They love the cosmetic surgery.
Oh, you're going to be on a lot of no-brainers. Cool. Well, no worries. Yeah, enjoy. Sorry, I was just looking at what I had in store. It's like Pete. Oh, fuck me. All right, so there you go. What do you guys want to do now?
All right.
Hey, oh, by the way, Doc, one of your handkerchiefs is inexplicably laying on the table there.
Okay.
Can you read Latin?
Yes, I can.
Have you been reading the the big book.
This book over here?
Yeah, the grimoire with the stuff about gates and stuff.
Is that the book? I know that's the book that we had the other day, right? That had the notes in it.
Yes.
Google translation of the Latin.
Yeah. Keep in mind, Latin is too complicated of language to do very well in Google Translate.
Stuff about the children of Zeus traveling between the worlds. Certain locations, certain times, etc., etc.
Yes. Hold on. I'm looking for my notes.
I unfortunately cannot read Latin, so I just know what was on the bad Google translation and the very rough scan Alex did when we found it.
Jim comes back in and goes to the kitchen and begins doing things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a room and a half, 2 rooms over type thing, but you can hear him bashing about in there.
Puttering in the kitchen.
I will read it again because I cannot find my notes.
That's a spirit.
I get it.
Cool. It's a good way. Forgetting what it was about is a good way to get a new check in Latin. I will say that. Let's see. In this book, which, by the way, just so you're aware, if you actually ever do the ritual, then it will be a skill roll to pull it off, but you'll get a new skill, and you know what your skill starts at. Let's see. After droning on and on about the worlds out there, the author purports they have discovered a way by which the children of Zeus, and only the children of Zeus, may travel to a different world. Out in nature, under a full moon, on a hill, using black candles, burning sage, various chants, and, very important, a ring for those wishing to travel. They have to stand inside of it. The book also claims that you must use this book to do it. No copies will work, blah, blah, blah. The ring can be of any substance desired, but should it be broken, then demons that come to get you during the ritual who will try to smash it most mightily, and then the ritual will fail and everybody will get eaten. There's also some margin notes in English by somebody who's been struggling to use something called Google Translate, and apparently it's just not working for them, and they're very frustrated. And I think they also call upon the Zulu gods to smash the people who made this in Latin because it's a fucked up language. But the book appears to have been old enough that maybe when it was made, Latin was more in vogue, as opposed to retreating to much kinder Italian and French and etc. Because Latin, anything that's got like 12 different verb tenses or whatever, bad language.
When it was talking, when the bit about ring, did you mean a ring on the ground, or a ring worn by someone?
No, like a circle of power stuff.
Yeah, like the circle of salt that Alex likes putting around packages.
Yeah, although it suggests something that can't be broken, so salt may be a bit weak for this, unless it's extra strength salt or something. I don't know.
All right.
If only there was a way to get a stronger ring. Anyway, so shows Doc Fulton going, the demons said they would smash the ring. This could mean anal sex from demons. Destroy the ring. Apparently, the whole Lord of the Rings movie may have had a different meaning to Doc Fulton. You're not really sure.
I figure if that's ever attempted, we could, always go out and get just like copper piping or some kind of metal pipe and make it a circle.
Yeah,
Chris,
or even just like extension cord.
Chris, could you move your camera down just a wee bit so we can see your smiling chin? Cool. Lovely. Better. Oh yeah, you're centered like a passport photograph. Cool. The Jim comes over and he brings a new tea, takes the old tea, brings for Doc Fulton coffee and one of those digestive biscuit things. And then he looks at the napkin, or not napkin, the handkerchief. Then he goes back to the kitchen and he returns with a pair of tongs and picks that up and then walks off with it.
Okay.
He also comes back with a robe and carefully arranges it like over Doc Fulton, who was sitting in his underwear.
Thank you.
He mightily tries hard not to roll his eyes and leaves.
So did you guys check out this skate park or look into Lopan at all?
Yes. Would you like to go there?
Hard for Chris. He knows how to deal with no-brainers so well.
Yes, I wasn't too sure how much of that thing of what's already happened versus what's going to happen again with what Chris has done in relation to this.
No, I understand. We can go there if you would like. I'm sure we'll find something new.
Yes.
It's kind of sad just how many no-brainers I've been
I didn't think you'd be here today, so I was like, yeah, but one of the things I'm planning on doing is running something you have not been on also, depending on what you do. And yeah, then you may be on a no-brainer, Chris, if you play it with Matt. I don't know.
That's okay. I mean, I'm not going to be around next week. That's why I figured, and I wasn't sure I was going to be here, so.
Yeah, carry on.
Works out well. All right. So someone did that at the other end, didn't it? Yeah, right. Yeah, I suppose we can go check out the skate park, depending on if it's been, well, if they let people in now. I suppose it's been a couple of weeks now, so we can go there and have a look-see.
Okay.
Right. With Doc Fulton.
Do you drive, Doc?
Yes, I do. Not very well, but I can try.
Just whether or not you drive or we get our driver.
So let's get into the car and we will check it out.
I was going to say, would you like to get dressed first or go in your underwear, Doc?
Oh, I will get dressed.
Up to you. Very well.
Crash immediately.
Actually, I suppose we should do that hide the sword trick as well.
That is a good idea. I like that idea.
By the way, that reminds me of something. I have decided to increase the duration of the hide the sword trick to day as opposed to next sun up, sundown.
Okay. So 24 hours now. Or whatever the day cycle is.
Otherwise.
And I assume that's the same with other...
Oh.
The other tricks?
It actually worked.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright.
It's either day or till you draw the sword. Once you draw the sword, the spell is done.
Yeah. Move Excel over there. I'll play a spell casting plus 20.
Ooh, that's
So
a
actually
damn fine card.
try and that'll be that, and try that. And survey says no. So how much is it when you fail? How many essence again?
It's half of the magic points that you put into it when you fail.
Okay, so it needs 6, this one, doesn't it?
Yes. So it goes 3 per fail.
All right. Try again at normal. One more try.
That's a spirit.
I believe in you.
You can always tell
Right,
who
well
the
Yay!
made it.
Yeah, critical success.
Critical, you say?
Yes,
Now,
yes, I do.
shit happens when you get a critical on this, or any spell, actually. Let's see, you'd already gotten,
Dagger trick.
yeah, you have a choice between a different kind of weapon trick or the new spell, General Pocket.
I'll go with General Pocket.
All right, I will read off the spell, but also I will copy and paste it into Roll20 for your copy and pasting elsewhere. Bing. Let's see, the spell itself, there we go. It allows you to hide a small item. It works the same way as the sword trick, but it's for a non-weapon item. But it only holds one thing, not a set. So, like if you got a pistol, it wouldn't include the clip and bullets and shit. I'm not going to worry about these small internal mechanisms, but like you could have a 5-kilogram bar of gold, a big diamond, something like that. Not sets. Sets is a different kind of thing. It has a weight limit of 5 kilos or less, and something that you could hide under a normal trench coat. Yeah. There's a different spell that you can get later where you can get sets of shit instead. You can have one trick going at a time. You can also have one pocket going at a time. Okay. So you can have both a trick and a pocket if you so wanted. Chris is escaping. Please release the hounds. So congratulations on picking up a new spell.
Right, so I'm assuming like you wouldn't be able to do a packet of cigarettes, for example. It would only be a single cigarette.
Correct. If you get a critical on the way it works now is if you get a critical on one of your tricks, then you can pick up a different trick. But if you were to get a critical on General Pocket, then you may pick up a new spell until we get to the to be determined spells, at which point let me repeat that for Chris because he will be very interested in this. If you make crit on General Pocket, then you may pick up a new spell and continue up the tree until you hit, or actually, yeah, the next spell is to be determined, and then our one's to be determined, and that means like players have to make up those spells, and then you get to Complex Pocket. So Complex Pocket's like, I want a set of lockpicks, or I want a fully loaded pistol.
Okay.
But the players will have to come up with, in this case, Pete, until Chris gets up there, the two spells between General Pocket and Complex Pocket. And I have no idea what they are. So, yeah.
Okay. So, interesting.
Yeah, some chains of spells go all the way up, and others very quickly run into the to be determined wall. Yeah. This allows for the PCs to, in between games, send suggestions for me to tell them, "Oh my God, are you insane?" Yeah.
All right. Yes, we were on our way to.
Well, after
check.
getting dressed, we need to have Chris crash several of your cars off of the small cliff before you're actually allowed to go anywhere.
This is a ritual that always happens.
Because it is a 3 or 4 meter dive off of the cliff from the narrow curving driveway that people keep using. And it's apparently made to keep the car service industry flush.
All right, I will try the next car.
There's one. Did you say fumble?
Yeah, I fumbled that
I
one.
hope nobody was in that.
No problem. I need a dodge roll from both of you as gas is spraying out and there's a small fire and stuff.
I made my dodge roll.
Pete, how you doing?
Yeah, sorry. Trying to remember where the skills are on these sheets.
Yes. Doc is moving
yes,
like
so
his life depends on it.
Just dodged by two. Yeah,
Yes.
by lots.
All right. You guys both run off. The two cars
Ah.
explode in a big fucking cinematic movie fireball. And you see Jim open up the drapes and shake his head sadly.
So these Golfs are the Pintos of this world?
Apparently, anything that is driven off this cliff is subject to explosion.
All right, last one. Hey!
You hear distant sirens as you guys pull away in the last car. It shows a raging fire behind you with secondary explosions inexplicably going off.
Shit happens. What can you do?